So, you're ready to dive into AWS? But wow, where do you even start? It's like a giant toolbox, but which tools are the right ones for you? It can be pretty overwhelming, right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that confusion. We'll lay out a super clear path to setting up an AWS dev environment that actually works for you.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll tackle those basic foundational choices, the stuff you got to decide on up front. Then, we're going to add 3 killer tools to your arsenal. We've got the command line for speed and automation, Node.js for making sense of web stuff, and Python for when you just want to play around and experiment fast. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll see exactly how to build your own perfect workflow.
Okay, first things first. Before you write even one line of code, you got to figure out where are you going to write it. This is the foundation, you know? It's the base for everything else we're going to build.
And that brings us to the question that gets every developer stuck at some point. That feeling of choice paralysis. You look at all the options, different operating systems, all these languages, a million tools, and you just think, okay, where do I even begin?
Well, the good news is this first choice is actually the easiest one you'll make. Seriously, there's no wrong answer here. AWS supports all the big players, Linux, Mac, Windows. So whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're using right now, just stick with it. No need to learn a whole new OS. Phew, right?
And that same flexibility, it totally applies to programming languages too. Once you've got your OS sorted, you just pick your language. AWS has amazing support for pretty much every popular language out there. So odds are, that language you already know and love, yep, it's ready to roll on AWS.
All right, basics are covered. Now, let's talk about leveling up your game. It's time to get into the really powerful stuff. Our first tool is the Command Line Interface, or CLI. This is how you go from just clicking around to really taking control and getting some serious speed.
You know, if you've ever used the AWS console, you've probably felt this. It's awesome for seeing how everything is laid out, but when you have to do the same task over and over, all that clicking, it can feel like you're moving in slow motion. So there's got to be a better way, right? How can we get more efficient?
Okay, here's the best way to think about it. The AWS console is like the dashboard of your car. It gives you a great visual overview. But the CLI, that's like popping the hood and getting direct access to the engine. It's where you get that deeper functionality. It's the absolute best tool for scripting, automation, and just quickly checking on something without a single click. And for developers, that means one thing: raw speed. But here's the thing, it's not just about being fast. This is the real magic of the CLI. When you use it, you start to get a much better feel for what AWS is actually doing behind the scenes. It's no longer a mystery box. You see the real commands, the real responses, and that understanding makes writing your own code 1,000 times easier. It just clicks. All right, tool number 2 in our kit, Node.js. Now the CLI is our all-purpose power tool, but Node.js is more of a specialty instrument. It's designed to solve a very specific and often very frustrating problem, figuring out what's going on with your web and JavaScript interactions.
Oh man, if you've ever built anything for the web, you know this feeling. You use some SDK, you make a call to an API, and nothing. It just fails. And you're left staring at it thinking, what did I send? What did I get back? It's a total black box. So how do you shine a light inside that box and actually see the request and response?
And that is exactly where Node.js comes to the rescue. It gives you this clean, consistent environment for your JavaScript outside of the browser. It gets rid of all that hidden magic that a lot of SDKs try to do for you, and just like that, the black box is gone. You can literally see the data going out and the data coming back. I mean, this can save you hours of banging your head against the wall trying to debug something. Okay, let's grab our third and final tool. This one is also about speed, but in a totally different way. It's not about automating tasks. It's about the speed of learning and discovery. We're talking about Python and how it's basically the perfect playground for trying things out on AWS. You know that feeling, right? You hear about a cool new AWS feature and you just want to poke at it. You don't want to set up a whole new project, write a full application, deal with all the boilerplate. You just want to write like 3 lines of code and see what happens. So what's the absolute fastest way to do that? To get that instant feedback? Well, the answer is a killer combo. It's not just Python by itself, it's Python running inside what's called a notebook. You might have heard of Jupyter Anaconda. When you put those two together, you get this amazing, super friendly, interactive space that is perfect for just messing around and seeing how things work. So what even is a notebook? The easiest way to think about it is like a web page that can run code. You write little snippets of code in these boxes or cells, you hit run, and the answer pops up right underneath. You can even mix in your own notes and graphs. It's basically a scientist's lab notebook, but for coders.
And getting started is ridiculously easy. It's like launch it, click new, and you're coding. The whole point is that immediate gratification. You type a little code, you hit run, and bam, the result is right there. There is literally no faster way to go from an idea to seeing a result.
And that right there is the big secret to using Python for learning AWS. Forget about big, complicated projects. All you need are a few lines of code to talk to an AWS service, see what it sends back, and learn something. It's all about that instant feedback, which is just awesome for developers.
Okay, so let's zoom out and put all these pieces together. We've talked about the basic platform stuff, and we've looked at 3 really different, really powerful tools. Now for the most important part, how do you combine all of this into a workflow that's perfect for you?
And this is the question everyone asks, right? It feels like you're at a fork in the road. Do I become the CLI guru, the Node.js expert, the Python wizard? It feels like you have to choose one path and stick to it. But do you?
Well, here's the big reveal. You don't have to choose. In fact, you shouldn't. The most effective, most productive developers don't have a tool, they have a toolkit. They know it's all about picking the right tool for the job at hand. You'll grab the CLI to automate a setup script. You'll fire up Node.js when a web request is driving you crazy. And you'll open a Python notebook to play with a new service. They're not competing, they're a team.
So, let's reframe the question. It's not which one should I pick. The real question you should be asking yourself is, which of these amazing tools am I going to master first and add to my personal toolkit?
And that's our look at setting up your AWS dev environment. Hey, if this helped you out, do me a favor and hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next explainer.